Good afternoon and welcome to a review of the Mini Cooper S. If you want to know why the bonnet's up, you'll have to watch to the end of the video. Right, let's go. Would you like to come for a drive with me? I'm in a Mini Cooper S, an R53 supercharged. And I've just looked through the paperwork. It's had a cheeky remap and a funky cam. So, why don't you come with me? And we'll go for a drive. Oh yeah! It's 223 horsepower and the engine, and apparently about 170 at the wheels. Oh, it pulls hard! It does pull hard. It sounds amazing. Right, I know this road pretty well. There's mud everywhere. Have you noticed that? There's like mud on all the roads everywhere at the minute. So, we go down the hill. Brake a little bit here. Accelerate down into the hill. Yes! Oh, second gear. So just picked this car up from Steve, who's been on the channel before. Oh, I've caught up with all the Land Rovers now on the school run. Just picked this car up from Steve. I bought this one off him. Basically, Steve did me a package deal on 2 cars. I think he needed a bit of cash, so he was like, yeah, Jeff, can you help me out? I could do with you buying a couple of cars off me. So I did, and this is one of them. So this is a 2000 and something Mini Cooper S, and it's tidy. It's got full service history. I just had a quick look, and a cheeky remap, as I just explained to you. So if we get a decent run, then right, we'll go this way. Track days. What a lot of fun. It's almost cheating, isn't it, to have a supercharger? Don't you think? So I don't often drive quick little... Oh, the handling. The handling on these minis was always good. But with that instant throttle response as well. Yeah. You hear that? Everywhere. Right, slow down because there's mud here and there's usually tractors come in. I'm not filming the road because you'll know where I am, and then you'll be like, Jeff, you shouldn't be driving so fast around those country. That's what country lanes are for. Come on. The whole classic car industry is built on the myth of the country lane. Do you realise how much of the classic car industry is built on the idea of driving an Austin Higley 3000 somewhere like this, rural Worcestershire, where it's green? The country lanes are beautiful. A little bit of braking. We've got a little straight coming up here, and there's nothing coming. Where are we going? Where are we going? Here we go. No one around. Yeah, come on! Yeah, absolutely. Oh, missed a gear. The gearbox is not that accurate. It's quite hard to find the gears. Wheel spin, wheel spin, wheel spin. Oh, it's such a nice little engine. And also, I reset the fuel economy earlier on, so it's going to be interesting because I've got a long drag up a hill coming up. Basically, this car's going in the barn for a little bit while I work out what to do with it. And that involves a long climb. Yeah, I really struggle finding second gear. It's there. As you come down from third into second, I just find that sometimes second gear isn't quite quite where you left it. Oh, it's so quick! Yes! Oh, this is a fun car. Crikey, Steve said this would happen. I said, Steve, I'm just going to put it in my barn for a bit. And then he was like, no, you won't. Oh, I want to do a track day. Definitely want to do a track day. No, not a good time to be a pheasant. Oh yes, this is a fun little car. This is the sort of stuff that they don't want you doing anymore, isn't it? Yeah, this is where it's at. I've always said, right, 250 horsepower is about where you want to be with a car. You don't need much more than that. That was a nice gear change. That was a great shift. Second into third then. Oh yeah, there we go, the second gear. Right, oh no, a tractor's just gone that way. Oh, it's school kick-out top. I have fried the brakes. Wow. Crikey. There's no brakes left. Cool, so we've got to fly up the hill. I won't need brakes for the next bit anyway. So we'll go flying up this hill. Oh shit, my brakes are... I think my brakes are on fire. I think I've set fire to the brake pads. Something's got very hot and there's smoke coming out. I can smell it. I've never actually set fire to a car yet, which is quite fun. I guess the movement of the car now is either fanning the flames or it's putting the fire out. It's one or the other. There was a lot of smoke coming out of there then, and it smells, really smells. Maybe I just cooked the brakes. I think that's probably what it was. I mean, it was a slightly spirited drive, wasn't it? But I mean, what I don't want is the car to catch fire and burn to the ground. Mostly because all of the EV people that know I like to make videos about car fires would be there, and they'd then be vindicated, wouldn't they? It would be hilarious if Geoff Buy's car's actual car caught fire. Yeah, that would be really funny. Just not so much for me. I think we're okay. I wish I'd filmed the amount of smoke that was coming out from under the car then. It's so quick. Hang on, my wife's phoning me. Just phoning to say there's a horrendous amount of smoke coming out from... No, she's not really. It's absolutely fine. It's actually probably a good job that we're now stuck behind a tractor all the way up here. And when I get to the storage barn, what I'll do is I'll show you the car. 16.9 miles to the gallon is what I've achieved today. Hopefully I've got some brakes, but as I said, we're on a big long uphill right now behind this tractor, so I don't need my I do this every time I drive a car like this. Absolutely fry the brakes. That's all it was. I'd fried the brakes completely. So if I was going to do a track day in this car, I would need to upgrade the brakes, because there's no way that they'd last the duration of a track day if it can't even last from Marley to Bromyard. Oh, fun. Yeah, a lot of fun. What a cool car. So the Mini Cooper R53, it comes as a non-turbo 1.6, or this, which is the supercharged 1.6. This is the one to have, although the standard 1.6 Cooper handles superbly well, because it is a great platform. They're just not quick enough, so you need the supercharged one, but the supercharged ones can be a bit delicate. And they're under-braked. I'm going to have to ask Steve what he would recommend if I was going to do a track day with this car, as to what discs and pad combination I need up front, but there's no way that what's currently on it is going to do the job based off of the amount of smoke that was coming off my brakes at that last junction. It just smelled like fire. It didn't actually smell like cooked brakes. It was fire. There was a fire. There must have been a fire. It smelled like wood smoke, and smoke was coming up out the bonnet. So I mean, I'm yet to see. I mean, it might be that when I stop, the car just goes up in smoke. Be a great video if it did. We might be okay. Right, the tractor's gone ahead. The Mitsubishi Outlander is going right, and we're going left. So let's do it all again. Ready? The roads are so bad round here. It is embarrassing. Oh, we got some brakes back. Yeah, so we just had a lot of brake fade before. Oh, cyclist. Oh, he's all right. Gave him plenty of space. There's a lot of mud on the roads if you're in Herefordshire, because there's a lot of tractors. Because there's a lot of farmers, which there won't be if the government continue with their plans. But we do need tractors and farmers because we need food. And we need country roads because we need classic cars. This is a little rocket ship. What a lot of fun. Right. We're here. I've reached my destination. So let's have a look and see if the car's on fire. Hopefully not. I mean, it should be alright. I'm driving along and seeing if I can see any smoke coming out. Oh, funny. Right, let's have a little look at it, shall we? Right, so here we go. This is my Mini Cooper. It was clean, but because there's so much mud all over the road, it's now not. So discs and pads. No, maybe it wasn't the brakes, because I mean, they are piping hot. Wheels could do with a refurb, obviously, but every car I've bought lately needs a refurb. Engine doesn't feel overly hot at all. It's another Warby car, if you know Steve. Private plate on it. It's had loads of owners. I think it's actually had 8 owners. So no need to be precious about the V5. But generally, a really cool car. I like it a lot. Really simple. Yeah, sports seats. They hold you in really nicely, and an aluminium knob. Love it. Cool. So it didn't burn to the ground, despite the amount of smoke that was coming out. It must have been from the pads. It must have been. Oh no. Hang on a minute. There is smoke coming out of that. Let me get the bonnet popped. Ah, right. It's coolant. I think I fried it. So, I think what I've done is I've overheated the car and blown the seal on the reservoir, because there's now coolant everywhere. So that's what I was seeing. So I've cooked the engine doesn't feel hot though, it's just the coolant. There's the intercooler on the top there, look. I've got a ram air filter, but I've obviously I've obviously cooked it. Can you see that? So that's what it was. So when I stopped at that junction, basically everything boiled over and all of the coolant came out through this vent there. That's good. Okay, so we know that it's not drastic. It's also a cold day, which isn't going to be helping, so everything has just been warmed up. And if I have just spaff coolant everywhere, then that's why it's doing that. Hey, that's cool. I've never broken a car on a test drive before for a video. What's that there? Oil. Yeah, I've never broken a car on a test drive. I've lost my mobile phone on a test drive, but I've not yet broken a car. Okay, cool. Well, that's not the end of the world. Brilliant. Geoff Cooks Cars, thank you very much for watching. If you want to buy this, who's going to want to buy this now after seeing the way I just abused it? It's just been MOT'd, it's got a full service history, it's just had a service. I don't know, get in touch. If not, then I'll keep it until I accidentally set fire to it. Right, thank you very much for watching. Very quickly, let me talk you through the Geoff fleet. That is a Mini Cooper S supercharged that's been remapped and has 223, I think, horsepower. It's absolutely rapid. I drove it up here today. Great fun. That is my Proton Coupe. I really like that car as well. That is the brown XC70, which is now going to be for sale as a sort of going concern, ongoing project. It doesn't have an MOT, but I'm hoping I can find someone that wants to put that on the road. This is my 850 TDI, which will be going back on the road. It needs an MOT, but it is now sitting with the correct suspension and all that sort of stuff. So you'll be seeing this car on the road soon. This is my diesel one. And this is Fuff, the smoky car that needs valve stem seals. Now, if you're looking to buy a car, why would you be looking to buy this car? But basically what I would like to do is I'd like Fuff and Guff to go to, they need to go together, basically. And what you can do then is you can make one really good car out of the two of them, and then you'll be sweet. The Proton and the Mini, I mean, everything's for sale. Why not? Because I want to get off in my camper van. But I really, really like the Proton. So I don't mind if the Proton hangs around, and the Mini is for sale. I don't know how much these are worth. So do get in touch with me if you're after a Mini. It comes with a private plate. It's had loads of owners, but it absolutely flies, as you'll see from my Mini Cooper video, which will be on the channel very soon. The only car that's missing from here is my tropical green Volvo Cross Country, which is the one that I'm going to keep. So I'm hoping that I will end up with just the red Volvo TDI, the Proton, the green Cross Country, and my camper van. That's my plan. So we'll see if that works out. Right, I'm going to start stripping the motorhome.